Okay, guys, we're going to try our hands at this week's Battlez, which is Homing Thistle's Tournament. And just going to click play here. Hey, listen, I'm not one of those guys that like to spend a lot of money on this game. And as you can see, I'm pretty low on gauntlets right now. The gems, waiting for my gems to go up to about 150 so I can get a pack of 36. And in terms of my flowers, I haven't purchased those flowers at $7 Canadian a pop because I just have better things to do with my money. And I do go in and I buy. Oh, look, we can buy some packets for a bunch of things here. I do go in and I buy these things for plants that I like. So, because of course, again, this costs me no money. If it costs me no money, then I'm in. Um, I've been playing Battles this week. I've been playing Battles pretty much since it came out. Having recently gotten back into Plants vs. Zombies, and I just thought, that I would make a tips and tricks video for the weekly battles because I enjoy them so much, and I generally tend to do pretty well. Although you can see I've dropped down to third this week, but we still got 4 days remaining, so we'll see how that goes. Anyway, I've got a technique that seems to work really well with this week's battle, so I thought I'd share that with you. It's gotten me into the 2 million plus zone. So, if you want to score high, then maybe you want to pay attention to this video. This isn't clickbait. This is straight up my advice for you. And follow these instructions and it'll pay off on your end. All right, so let me see if I've got my latest version of this. Now, I was trying this arrangement before. It wasn't really working too well. So I'm just going to get rid of most of these items here. And I've gone with the shadow plant. Again, I don't spend a lot of money on this game. Don't spend any money on this game. And this thing was free. It was free in that you could buy it with gems. Hopefully you took an opportunity to buy that with gems because it's really kind of a fun plant. It shoots through other zombies and kind of like the laser beam can. If you power it up, it's with these moonflowers, it tends to do pretty well, and is pretty powerful. And it's got this crazy boost effect that does a bunch of damage to the center of the screen. So that's pretty fun to watch and pretty powerful. So I've been using these things, and what else I've been using, the other things I've been using in this is just to add a bit more oomph. I've been using, like I mentioned before, the laser beam to just give the shadow piece some extra firepower. And I've also got because I've been playing battles, I've been collecting mints, and so I've got a selection of mints. I'm gonna just slap these ones on, and if you haven't noticed, you may have already, folks that have been using spearmint in this round have been super successful. So that's kind of the key to success in this round. And we'll see how to best take advantage of using spearmint in a moment. So let's rock. Okay, so I've been using spearmint, and like I said, and I don't know if you're familiar with spearmint, but what it'll do is it'll put some spike rocks, and they will those are the silver spikeweed things that are stronger and do more damage. And as the zombies walk over them, of course they incur a bunch of damage. So as you can see, the paths are pretty much predetermined in this game, and there's going to be a bunch of zombies going along the bottom row, and a bunch of zombies sort of making their way and going to the top row, although less successfully. So it's the bottom row really that seems to see a lot of action. And so I want to have spike rocks in that area. So what I've been doing is I've been using these moonflowers to kind of like take up space where I don't want the spike rocks that are generated by the mint to go. So if I do this and block off kind of the areas here, then the spike rocks won't go there. Now, unfortunately, that eats up a bunch of my sun for now, and I'm not going to be able to really generate much more than this right now. Maybe I'll just dial this back a bit down the middle row because I wouldn't mind some spike rocks there, but I don't want them in those areas that I already placed the moonflowers in. So that looks pretty good. What I'll do maybe here is just kind of prep this area for where I'm going to put the shadow plants in later. So that looks pretty good. Again, I'm kind of out of sun right now. Of course, I'm going to get sun produced by the moonflowers, so we'll kind of wait, and as that happens, we'll kind of just lay down our plants, and it'll give us enough time with the mint to do that. So let's give this a go, see what happens. Placing my mint right away. Collect some sun here. You know what? I didn't want to place that there, quite honestly, but that's okay. We'll take care of that later, and we're doing a little better with our sun. Oh, I didn't want to place that either, but that's okay. Just gonna use this mint to just blast them back a little bit because I could use a bit of help right now with that. Okay, so things are going pretty well here, like not scoring super high, but in terms of the strategy, it's kind of working in that things are generally dying before I get to them. They're being slowed by the shadow peas, and got enough kind of variety of plants here that things are blowing up. Collecting my plants, so you can see like I'm doing pretty well. I don't really need to worry about that too much. I'm just going to use one of these right now just to get things going a bit. I should have had that on that space. Maybe what I'll do is give it another go. So that's total destruction to pretty much everything on the screen there with that power up. That was pretty fun. Although, 1.8 million. 30 seconds to go. We'll probably get above 2 million here for sure. And in a moment, we'll just fire off another one of these. Another one of these. And there you go, 2.5 million. Kind of no problem, right? Once you get that in place with the moonflowers start generating some sun for you. You start placing your plants. You can use your mints to explode things along the way. That first mint that you set up sets up those spike rocks in just the right way, and you are on your way to 2.5 million. So there you go, guys. Enjoy that. Happy success on this level. We'll see you again next week.